what we call the 7 pillars of culture performance management. There are sequential steps and actions that organizations can take to effectively define, implement, measure, and really sustain a desired culture. It doesn't happen arbitrarily. So when we talk about culture performance management, that's what we're speaking to, that system. And we take a very methodical approach to how we guide an organization through understanding what do they want as a desirable culture, what are the specific actions that leaders should be taking to foster that culture, because we believe leaders own the culture, not the other way around, right? And so how do we build a standard language and understanding and consciousness around that culture that you're trying to drive? How do you build action around that? And then how do you effectively measure it and refine it? And as part of that is, look, just because you have a desired culture, that culture is perpetuated by your leaders and how they behave, how they interact, and how they make decisions. And assuming that any leader can actually practice those behaviors automatically is asinine. How do you foster learning and practice of the behaviors that embody those core values that connect to your culture in the first place? And how do you do that in a way that they have an opportunity to refine it and improve it over time? That's proactive management of company culture, not taking in a lagging indicator of an employee survey 6 months or twice a year and say, hey, how do you feel about the culture arbitrarily that you know nothing about, that we're trying to drive, just based on your own personalized experience, and then try to synthesize those findings and react to them. In many scenarios, that's why you see stagnation in your employee engagement results, because it's a reactionary approach to try to build strategies that oftentimes are circumstantially driven by an employee's perspective, and the damage has already happened. The negative experience has already happened. How do we get in front of that? And that's what we focus on with CPM.